Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dylan, and welcome to Dylan the Truth Podcast. If you guys are new to this channel, I would like for you guys to subscribe to it and also hit that like button. Deeply appreciate it. This segment is about Becky Hammon. There was rumors that she may be possibly the next Raptors head coach. Um, this would actually be amazing if they could just pull this off. But before I get into, how I feel about Becky Hammon being the head coach and also how she would do, um, how she would run the offense, defense, how she would coach the players. I'll get into that in a bit, but I just got to read off some of her accolades, which, when she was playing in the WNBA. She went to college in Colorado State for 4 years from 95 to 99. She was when it was a WNBA draft. I believe that was the first ever draft. She was undrafted in '99. Her playing career lasted from 1999 to 2014. She was a point guard, so she was a floor general. She was really good at getting her teammates involved. She embodied that leadership, which now she's a coach, which makes perfect sense. Now she's into the coaching. Her coaching career basically started from 2014 after she retired to present. She was the assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs for about 8 years, from 2014 to 2022. Under the tutelage of Greg Popovich, arguably one of the greatest NBA coaches of all time. So, him taking her under his wing is great for her. She already had the feel for the game, but then you get to pick his brain about the game. It doesn't get any better than that. Now she's currently the head coach for the Las Vegas Aces in WNBA. She was the coach from last year to this year as well. Six-time All-Star, two-time WNBA first team, two-time WNBA second team. She actually lead the WNBA in assists one year. I believe it was 2007. She was on the WNBA 25th anniversary Hall of Fame. Well, not Hall of Fame, sorry, anniversary team in 2021. She's also a champion for the WNBA, I believe, for last season as a head coach, and she also won the Coach of the Year last season. So her accolade speaks for herself. She's highly qualified to coach in the NBA. Like I said, she has a great feel for the game. She seems to be like a player's coach. She's very easy to approach. The players feel comfortable, talking to her about anything. Maybe it could be off the court issues, or maybe building the camaraderie with the team. She has a great knack for that. If the Raptors were to get her as the head coach, this would be the first female to be the head coach in the NBA. This would be huge because I believe this would open the door floodgates for females to actually be a head coach in the NBA. Now, if you want my honest opinion, do I believe majority of the coaches will be females? I don't see that, but this is a good start. It could be like maybe realistically, maybe four female referees or not referees, head coaches in the NBA. I believe that could happen. You know, Anything's possible. I believe if this move happens, it gives hope for any female coaches out there. I would love to see that. That would be something new. What could go wrong? Obviously, some people are gonna disagree with it. maybe she should just stay in WNBA, just stay in the female league. I mean, I don't look at it that way. I mean, it seems like NBA is starting to evolve. They already have female referees. Yeah, female owners, executives. I mean, if you look at it in NBA, they're all over. So to see this happen, I wouldn't be surprised because it seems like this has been going on. They were gradually trying to do this. I mean, it's very possible this will happen. I actually do want it to happen. She wouldn't be a bad coach for the Raptors. Right now, I mean, the Raptors came off a disappointing season. You know, they obviously got bounced in the play-in against the Chicago Bulls. We all know the story. What happened to the Raptors? I mean, they were up by 19, blew that lead, couldn't make any free throws. I believe they missed like 18 free throws, which is ridiculous. And blaming DeRozan's daughter for why they lost, which is a pathetic excuse. I mean, and then there's question marks like after that season, Nick Nurse got fired, so that's why she's on the top of the list amongst other head coaches. But I think knowing Masai Ujiri, he might sign her. Who knows? You never know with him, man. He always pulls something out of his hat or out of his sleeves. He will pull the trigger if he have to make the team better. So we'll see. But yeah, the Raptors are in a bit of turmoil right now. There's decision making. They need to figure out who they're gonna keep. Are they gonna keep Van Fleet? Are they gonna keep OG Anunoby? Are they gonna keep Gary Trent Jr.? Brochure. I mean, there's so many players that I guess they're thinking of getting rid of because it didn't go as planned. I thought honestly that Raptors would have been a top 5 team in the East, but clearly that didn't happen. They dropped some games that were very winnable, and obviously they're enjoying their vacation right now. So hopefully, if Masai Ujiri decides to sign Becky Hammon as the Raptors' next head coach, what does it do for the team? I guess she could add more of a motion offense because she did, get a lot of her knowledge from Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich is known for basically making like an average player look like a star. So he brings the best out of the player. So I believe she has that ability to, I guess, implement an offense for them to benefit everybody. Everybody gets touches. Before somebody shoots the ball, I believe they pass it around like maybe 5 or 6 times. They get a good shot. They turn down a good shot for a great shot. That's the difference between a great team and a mediocre team or a good team. They turn down a good shot for a great shot. Just remember that. It makes the offense a lot easier. It makes the players more engaged in the game. They feel like, everybody, is wanted. They play for one another. I believe that she can do it. There's no doubt in my mind. But again, it's up to Masai Ujiri if that's who he wants to sign. But this would be history for sure. We'll see. If it does happen, I'll be happy. If Masai Ujiri decides to, go with another candidate as the head coach, I'm fine with that. The Raptors need help for sure. But I would just leave it at that for Becky Hammon. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in to this video. Till next time, peace.